Love flourishes through patience, loyalty, and shared vision. Excitement and exploration can bring love to life. Just remember to ground it with a genuine connection.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly reading. We're going to divide this in 3 parts. We will start with your social life, then we're going to take a look at your finances, and then, of course, we got to do the love. So, your social life, Capricorn, this week emphasizes building reliable and meaningful connections. You may feel drawn to spend time with close friends, colleagues, or communities that share your long-term goals and values. Social interactions that involve collaboration, planning, or mutual support are especially fulfilling. While you may be less interested in casual gatherings, networking, or group activities with purpose can bring valuable opportunities. Your presence and reliability makes you a trusted friend and an ally in social circles. Don, what do you see in social?
All right, then. As you may have heard, I was shuffling the deck while Miss Bonnie was doing the reading of the astrology so that we can find what tarot has to say. And your first card out is that beautiful little Empress. I'm liking that energy. The second card out is the Chariot, and the third card out is an 8 of Wands. That Chariot and 8 of Wands are working overtime. That's all I can say, because they are popping out all over these readings this week. Folks, y'all got some stuff happening. Did you put some stuff off during the summer and you said, I'm going to get to it in the fall? Well, guess what? Apparently it's the fall, because that 8 of Wands is coming home to roost. There are things to be done. And I'm loving this. In this situation, on the social side, what this is saying is, let's make sure that, don't be surprised if you're going to be making some new relationships and new acquaintances, new things happening. So make sure you're out and about and being social, because this is the out and about card. This is activity out there and doing things. If you're invited, this is invitations to a party. So don't be surprised if you find a new invitation, because again, this is it, or an invitation to an event. Say somebody says, hey, can you come for the weekend? Or this could also be new plans for a vacation in the fall and in the winter. So if you're getting vacation opportunities, if people saying, hey, we're going on a trip in the fall or in the spring, take the opportunity and say, yeah, well, let's do that. Again, this is that newness. This is that new opportunity. And again, this is the travel, the trip thing. So if that's the case, it is. But if it's also just an invitation to go out for the evening this week, take advantage of it and do it. Yeah, you may be busy, but you're not too busy. You're not too busy. And don't be surprised if your social calendar fills up quickly this week, because there's a whole lot of energy around that. They may be having to pick which one, and that's not a bad thing, actually, to figure out, because you have so many opportunities, you have to pick which one. But you know what? Maybe with that 5 and that 8 together, it says, yeah, you may have some opportunities. So instead of picking one, what you do is you go and you visit the one for a little while, and then you excuse yourself and go to the next one and the next one. So therefore, again, become the little social butterfly and do more than one. Make sure that you're visiting. And again, most importantly, get out and about. Enjoy yourself this week and be social. Don't be hiding in the house. This is not a week for that. But man, lots of things happening this period. I'm liking this energy up here, but a lot of folks are doing this. So don't be surprised, folks, when you're out being social. A lot of other people got the same little message. And let us know what the invitations are. If you're making plans for trips this fall or into the spring, share with us. Let us know where you're going. Maybe we want to. Maybe you'll inspire us to do the same trips. If you're talking about planning a party or something, let us know what kind of party you're planning. Give us some ideas on things that we should put as ideas for our parties, because it'd be kind of neat to do something like that. So again, share with us. Let us know what's going on. Miss Bonnie, what you got there in reference to finances?
Show me the money, Capricorn. This week emphasizes discipline, long-term planning, and financial responsibility. Boy, does that describe you. You may feel motivated to review your budgets, investments, or saving strategies to strengthen your financial foundation. Careful management and attention to the detail will help you avoid unnecessary risks. Opportunities for growth are likely to come from steady and reliable sources rather than quick gains. Strategic planning and consistent effort now set the stage for lasting financial security. Avoid that impulsive spending, even if it's short-term temptations arise. Got to watch those temptations. All right, Don, let's see what you got.
Well, the one good thing is we have a Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune is, again, with the fun, but again, take a little bit of, I'm not saying risk, but take a little bit of, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. If you just let things go further. Don't just stop them dead. If somebody says, hey, I got this idea. No, don't do that. Instead say, okay, let me know. Tell me about it. Okay. Get a little more information, get a little more insight. Don't be just a killjoy. Don't stop things just to stop things. All right. I need you to hear them out a little bit and see if indeed maybe they make sense to you. You know, it's interesting because you're going to get some opportunity. That wand is saying that an opportunity is going to come to you this week. That is worth listening to. I'm not saying it's worth investing in. I'm not saying it's worth acting on, but it is worth listening to. So again, spin that wheel, listen to it, and see if it rises to your expectations. If it does, you're not going to be too unhappy that you did. This is a Three of Cups. This is a party card. So this sounds like this may actually, whatever is coming to you this week when it comes to such as a financial decision, an opportunity, maybe an investment opportunity, maybe a business opportunity, could be a career choice. It could even be a conversation about somebody who says, hey, we're thinking about hiring somebody, and you're like, I'm happy where I am. Spin the wheel. Find out, are you that happy? The other side may be offering you something even more. You may wind up getting more money, more whatever. Check it out. Don't say no. Don't say no too soon. Okay. Don't say no too soon. And when you do, don't be surprised if something new, definitely something very nourishing, something very nurturing comes along, and something that really might plant a seed that grows even bigger than what you think you have already. So let's keep our mind open, and let's keep our mouth a little shut when the no comes out too quickly. Let's no. So okay, and let's experiment. Let's see what life can bring us. I think there's something really good here this week, Miss Bonnie. I really do.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Let's go on and take a look at love. Okay, for the moon this week, we have a first quarter on the 29th, right in the beginning, and it is in Capricorn. Now, of course, this is when we do all the work on that project, but to figure out which project it is, find your book, your journal, your phone, whatever you keep your intentions in, and go all the way back to December 30th of 2024. That's when you have the new moon in Capricorn. That's where you should have written down your intentions. That will tell you what project to work on. Now, for the void, of course, here we go. On the 29th, the void will begin at 5:43 a.m. and then it will move into Capricorn at 9:55 a.m. Now on October 1st at 3:33 in the afternoon, it will begin the void, and then later that night at 7:52 p.m., it will move into Aquarius. On October 3rd, it goes to the beginning, it begins the void, excuse me. And then it stays that way until October 4th at 2:07 a.m. So that's about 8 hours. That's the longest void we have this week, and that's not too bad. Then it moves into the sign of Pisces. October 6th, that's the beginning of next week, so we're not even going to go into that one.
I think we'll wrap it there. Thanks, Ms. Bonnie.
Okay. Love and relationships for Capricorn. This week takes on a serious and committed love. If you're in a relationship, you may focus on long-term goals, shared responsibilities, and building a solid foundation together. practical gestures like planning the future or supporting your partner's ambitions. Strengthen your connection. Patience and consistency are more powerful than grand gestures right now. For you singles out there, you may be attracted to someone who is reliable, ambitious, and grounded. Relationships that develop slowly with mutual respect and shared values have the most potential. Avoid rushing into romance. Steadiness is really the key. All right, Dawn, what does the card say?
Well, I like your reading, Miss Bonnie. My thumbs
I
up
know
on
you
that
do.
one.
You love messing with your buttons.
Let's see what Spirit Universe has in store for you this week, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, the devil card, devil card. Scorpio, when it comes, I mean, not Scorpio. What am I saying, Scorpio? Where's the Scorpio coming from? What is this?
And that's Capricorn's card.
Yes, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, I'm saying Scorpio. I'm like, what the heck? You know, is there something going on back there, Capricorn? Do you have a Scorpio in mind? Is that what this is? Is there a scorpion coming along? I don't know. But I like this. Okay, look at this. Like you said, this is your card, which is wonderful, which is kind of nice to have. But it's also a card that says, get out of your own way. You know, remember, you can control your happiness or your funk. The devil card in a traditional Rider-Waite has the devil on the platform and then a male and female here with a chain, and the chain is loosely around their neck. That loose chain reminds you, you can be in the funk if you want to be in the funk, or you can be in the happiness, but you control that happiness or you control the funk. So let's make sure that we remember that we can control that, okay? And as this other new, this is saying, get the happy side, call into the happy side when it comes to your love life and those kind of things. And when you do, it's interesting here. There is a, what is this? This is the 6, 7. This is the 7. Seven. Seven tells me you've lost a little bit of focus. Did you kind of give up on love? Did you kind of put love aside thinking, oh, maybe not for me? Did you think there were other things that could keep you busy and therefore you didn't have to think about that? You know, it's time for you to stop it. It's time for you to get focused, because this card, when it comes out, it says you've lost focus. So you need to maybe focus on a little bit of a relationship right now. Maybe you need to pay attention to it. If you're in a relationship, that's definitely the card that says you have not been paying enough attention. And the interesting thing is the person loves you. Look at this. They're happy they love you, but they're not happy in the sense that you haven't done enough. So make sure you pay attention to the relationship that you're in, if you are in one. And if you are not in one, then pay attention to maybe coupling. Find yourself somebody. Pay attention to the work necessary. Now, you know, this is interesting. This is a 2 of Swords, which is an interesting card to have in this situation. But what it says is you've been walking around blindly because you're like, I just don't know. I don't care. I don't see. And that's because, again, you lost your focus. But it's time to get back to it, okay? Time for a change, but you have to make the change. It's a death card. You make the change. Let's focus a little bit on love. Let's not be afraid of it. Let's be embracing it. Call it in. And when you do, don't be surprised, again, that you're back to happiness, all right? Let's focus on love. Remember, we lost our focus. So let's focus on love and bring the happiness and the joy back into your life. I like this energy. I like this energy very much.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Well, Miss Bonnie, how do people focus a little love in our direction?
That's right. We want to let you know down in the lower right-hand corner is a button and it says subscribe. And that to us says love. So push that subscribe button and take that little notification bell and set it to all. And then you'll get a notice anytime we post something or if we're going live. Then, if you're on my channel, Your Love Goddess, hop over to Dawn's channel, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and do the same thing there. Subscribe and set that bell. And then when you're done, go see our new channel, Cards and Constellations, and do the same thing. 3rd time's the charm. You get it done there, and it'll be everywhere. Now, the best thing to do after all of that is to share the video, because you just don't know how much these videos help people down the road that you don't even know. It gets shared and shared and shared, and suddenly somebody who really needed to hear the message gets it, and it can really make a difference. So share them out, please.
And especially if you're, and just not to continue on, but I will add a little bit more. And remember, even though you're in a happy space in your life, you may be in a happy space in your life, you may be in that wonderful relationship. There are a lot of folks who maybe not be. And so if they were to hear that there is this energy is now lined for them, that the things are lining up in their direction, it may give them that little bit of hope that they're looking for. It may actually change their perspective and make their week. And wouldn't it be wonderful to actually touch somebody in a way that changes their life, and just even for 1 week? So it really, it's surprising what can be done with just a gentle gesture of receiving something that says, hey, your friend shared this with you. You're like, wow, somebody thinks of me. Somebody thought of me. How cool is that, right? Anyway, I'll let that go for now. Love, light, and blessings, everybody, from me and my family here at Sonora Mystic Tarot, Miss Bonnie and her family, to you and yours. Make this the first best week of the rest of your life, because you can't get it back. And when you start with an amazing week and you make it one, the rest of the life has to be better than it was. And that's a good thing. Until next week, again, we'll see you. Enjoy and have a great one. Bye.